And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are now into hour number 2. Coming up, the federal government and others are calling for arresting citizens and stripping them secretly of their citizenship and putting them in secret dungeons, including people that are involved in the Second Amendment. You cannot make up evil of this level. It's unbelievable. Illegal alien groups are demanding that American flags be taken down all over the country. Children wearing American flag shirts are being sent home from public school. You're not allowed to wear American flags. This is MSNBC. That is all coming up. I mean, our government has brought in all these foreigners to help them be political tools to bring the country down. And you've got the UK Independence Party, former head of it, running for Parliament in England. He was on the European Union Parliament confronting the bankers. Nigel Farage, a frequent guest on this show, hurt pretty bad in a plane crash. The pilot hurt even worse. There's images of the plane. And we are now going to go to Godfrey Bloom, who is a European Union member of Parliament with the UK Independence Party, also an outspoken critic of world government, to give us the inside scoop on exactly how Nigel Farage is doing after this plane crash. Good to have you with us, sir.
Good to be here, Alex, and thank you for inviting me.
Well, how is Mr. Farage doing?
He's badly battered from this crash. But you know, Alex, my father was a Spitfire pilot in 1940 when we were trying to, maintain our independence and fighting physically for it. And my father was shot down, and he was badly injured, and he was up fighting the good fight within as soon as they put him back together again. And believe me, Nigel Farage will be no different.
Good, and he was up there in his Spitfire towing a banner exposing the tyranny.
That's absolutely right, yeah. And so there's a man who's, prepared to put his life on the line for this for our cause as well. And all credit to him.
What are the polls showing? Does he have a chance of winning?
It's going to be a very difficult one, this, Alex. But, I think he does have a very good chance. It's a question of whether people are going to take the opportunity that Nigel's given them to vote for somebody who is actually not part of the great world government conspiracy.
Absolutely. UK Independence Party is just awesome. So at first they had said he wasn't hurt that bad, then in and out of consciousness. Now they're saying he's stable. How badly hurt is he?
I don't have the latest information, but what I can gather from a phone call from one of our assistants a couple of hours ago, that he's badly battered about, but it's not life-threatening, and he'll be back in his usual good form just as soon as he's had a good glass of whiskey or a pint of beer.
What about the crash? Some are saying that the banner got tangled up around the aircraft, but others are saying this is very suspicious on the eve of the election for this to happen to him.
We're getting a lot of suspicious things. It's not just this, which I personally think is probably just a straightforward accident. I don't see anything other than it just being an unfortunate accident. But there's lots of other much bigger things that have happened to the UK Independence Party in the last 2 or 3 months, which are far more significant. Can I just explain that it's in England, it's very much a television campaign. Nothing much happens online. It isn't quite the same to the extent of the United States. And although the UK Independence Party came second in June, and I've spoken to you, and I had the pleasure of being on your show, we came second. We beat the Liberal Democrats, and we beat the Labour Party into third and fourth place. We are the second biggest party, but we haven't been allowed any television time, hardly at all. The powers that be have kept us off the television, and it's impossible to win, Alex, an election or get anywhere over here if you're not allowed on television, and they've kept us off.
Stay there. Let's do a few more minutes. I know you're very busy, but that's key. From nowhere, in just a few years, you guys could literally take England back, but the leader of your party suddenly has a plane crash, and they're not letting you on television. Stay there, sir. Let's talk about it when we get back. We've got a few minutes left with Godfrey Bloom. He is a European Union member of Parliament from England, Yorkshire and Humber, and the former head of their party and former member of the European Union Parliament. Nigel Farage, a frequent guest here. I mean, this party's come from nowhere. Just a few men set it up a few years ago. Number 2 now in the elections, panicking the system, and his plane flipped, and it is a miracle they're not dead. I mean, the plane was just decimated with a big pile of grass and turf crammed into the cockpit. We need to pray for the pilot, but Nigel Farage, at least for now, is okay. We need some guards in there guarding him, though, in case this is some type of foul play. Probably isn't. We hope that's not the case, but it is suspicious. Again, sir, you were talking about what's happened to the UK Independence Party and how they've tried to block you and the dirty tricks you've gone through. Please tell us.
Well, we've been kept off. It's been a three-way deal for all the people on the platform. Have been the main parties, or the so-called main parties, and public service broadcasting is part of it, and they've been kept on. UKIP have been kept off. The United Kingdom Independence Party has been kept off, but it's bigger than that. The riots in Greece, 3 people this afternoon were killed in Greece. The riots in Greece, Greece is virtually breaking down, and this is a Europe-wide conspiracy, because if you look at the French newspapers, there's absolutely nothing about this in the French newspapers. They're still talking about football. And we've got a really serious conspiracy going on to try and close down just how serious this situation is. We are in a financial meltdown in Greece. We are in a meltdown. We will be in Portugal, Spain, Italy, and possibly Ireland. And it's all being covered up. But none of this has been discussed in the United Kingdom election. I was in the European Parliament yesterday afternoon, and I made a speech there to say how it's on the UKIP website, to say that they simply don't get it. This is really, really dangerous. And apparently I gather that people in Germany now are selling euros and buying gold bullion as fast as they can. This is just the beginning, Alex. This is just the beginning.
Well, I have a London Guardian article today with top economists saying that England has almost the same debt ratio as Greece, Portugal, and Spain, and that England may melt down.
That's absolutely true. And we've just had an election where nobody's talking about it. Nobody's actually addressing the real issues. And the British debt is very much worse. It's very much worse because a lot of things that we don't show. We don't show public financial initiatives. We don't show public pension liabilities, which you're bound to do as an individual company globally, I think now, under accounting rules. So people are being lied to constantly right across Europe, and I suspect it's the same at the United States, that nobody is actually telling the truth. And I think it was your Teddy Roosevelt who said that the more you tell people the truth, the more they hate you. But I don't believe that actually perhaps to be the case. Now is the time for truth, and we're just not getting it.
Let me shift gears to another issue and then talk about Nigel Farage and how people get involved in the UK Independence Party. Because if we can bring down the euro and restore sovereignty, again, over 70% of the decisions made in England are made by unelected bureaucrats. Some numbers are even higher. The same thing's happening here under the North American Union by stealth. I know there's been secret deals under Blair and Brown and others that have been confirmed where illegal aliens have been brought in as a political weapon that the state can use to menace against Brits, regardless of their color. Here in the U.S., we have illegals firebombing restaurants, stabbing people, burning buildings, attacking police. In Arizona, California, it's only in the local news. The local news defends it and says it's some type of 1776 freedom. Meanwhile, the media is demonizing the nonviolent Tea Parties that want to audit the Federal Reserve and get our country back. School children are not allowed to wear American flags. Illegals are, for the last 4 years straight, pulling down American flags at post offices, running up Mexican flags. What would number one, how are they using foreigners as a political weapon in England, A, and then B, what would happen in England if they told kids they couldn't wear your national flag?
Well, we're getting exactly the same situation here. All you need to do basically here in the United Kingdom is turn up, register as a voter, and you're a vote. So what's actually happening, the establishment are getting hundreds of thousands of voters to vote for their policies, people who haven't been in this country, they've not paid any tax, they've only just turned up. So the whole democratic system is virtually over here completely and totally broken, and nobody's actually talking about it. And it's not just in the United Kingdom. The same thing is happening in Germany and France. It isn't just here.
And if anybody dare do anything to the hordes of foreigners, particularly Muslims in France, they burn down part of the city, and it's covered up. I mean, this is a political weapon.
Well, the problem that we have, I'm not sure about North America, Alex, but one of the problems we have in this country is that public service broadcasting, BBC, is living on its reputation, which was established for giving the truth to people in dire times in the war. And what's happening now, that reputation is being used so people think that if they hear something on the BBC, that it's actually true. But it isn't. We're being lied to consistently and covered up by public service broadcasting.